It's my pleasure to introduce Olivia Newton-John, ladies and gentlemen. How lovely to meet you. Come and take a seat. I'm so excited you're here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome. I see about this couch.
Yeah. Do you want to see how you should... Do you want to try that Keith Lemon sitting position? Oh, there you go. Wow, you know what? It's incredible seeing that clip there. And obviously, I could talk to you all night about Greece if you could tolerate that. But you're wearing similar trousers this evening. You're still squeezing into them. No, I didn't mean that to sound like that. I mean, it's a great look, and that's why you're sticking with it.
I never took them off. They're the same ones, and I left them on because I couldn't take them off. I was sewn into them originally.
Were you sewn into them?
Yeah, I was. The original pair, which were very old anyway, because the movie was shot in the 70s.
Yeah.
The pants, I think, were from the 50s.
Wow. Oh, so they were vintage?
Yeah, they were vintage. They were in wardrobe at Paramount, and tried them on, and the zip was gone, so they stitched me in.
Have you still got them?
I do, actually. And my plan is to auction them and the jacket for my hospital.
It's going to go for a fortune, I would have
I
thought.
hope so.
And that'll be great, because this is a hospital you set up in Australia, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a cancer wellness centre in Melbourne, Australia, and I fundraised for 10 years, and it just opened last year, so I'm really excited about it.
Watching that clip, you know, I'm often, when I'm watching my favourite movies and I'm watching some of my favourite musicals, like that and Guys and Dolls and Gypsy Say, and I wonder whether the people making it, whether they knew they were making something special at the time, and B, I hope that they enjoyed it as much as we get pleasure from watching it now. Was it a pleasurable experience, and did you know that it was going to be huge?
I don't think I had any idea that it would still be popular, and even, you know, you're hoping, of course, but I'd made other musicals that weren't so successful, so I wasn't really sure of anything. But we had a great time. I mean, the energy was real, and we had a fantastic time making it.
Okay, and Travolta, the two, I mean, because I didn't know him as a singer before that, I'd seen him in a couple of small things. The two of you together, the chemistry on screen, that seems so real. Did you stay in touch after the movie? I'm assuming you did.
Yeah, we stayed in touch. We always have, you know, on and off over the years, and we've shared something so amazing together that we'll always, you know, we'll always know each other.
OK, let's talk about your music career, because that's why you're back over here in the UK. Olivia is about to kick off a UK tour, and as we said, this is the first one for quite some time.
It's quite some time.
In this country. Why is it taking you so long to come back?
I don't like to rush things, but, you know, it's been like 30 years, but I can't believe it because I come over here quite often. I come over here to do TV and promote albums and books and all kinds of things. So when someone told me it was that long, I couldn't believe it, but it's been a really long time.
And the tour starts tomorrow night in Cardiff, and then it goes to Bournemouth, the Royal Albert Hall in London, Brighton, all over the UK, and then after this you're off to Vegas to perform there for a while.
Yes, I'm going to go to Vegas for, later in the year, which will be really fun.
So,
one place, I'm excited about it.
So grab tickets now. You want to go see Olivia now, you don't have to wait another 30 years for her to come back and do it again, OK? Otherwise you're going to have to travel to America.
No, you won't.
Yeah. Your career over here was and is huge. I mean, I think did you have more hits here than anywhere else, do you think?
Well, you know, I owe a lot to England. It's really where my career, I had my first hit record. I recorded here at Abbey Road with Bruce Welch and John Farrell.
So what was your first hit?
If Not For You.
If Not For You,
Bob Dylan
which
song.
is a great song, of course.
Yeah, it's a lovely song.
And then you had Sam was a huge hit over here.
Yeah. I had some country songs too, Banks of the Ohio and What Is Life, the George Harrison song.
There was a little more love.
Little More Love,
and also I Love You, I Honestly Love You.
That's the one,
I've got a clip of you. That's one of my favourite songs.
It is a beautiful song. Peter Allen, Aussie, and Aussie wrote that.
It's a beautiful song and beautiful song. So lovely.
I was at thank you. I was at the Sydney Opera House with the orchestra. That was a very special moment for me.
What do you do when you perform? When you come to the duets, the famous duets, like from Greece, for example, or you had that big hit with Cliff Richard over here.
Yeah, suddenly, yeah.
Keith Lemon's a huge fan, and he asked me to ask you whether you needed anyone to sing those on stage, and he was quite keen. And he's got his own outfit and everything, as you can see.
Is there any chance I could be like a pink lad? One of the pink lads.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's great. You know what? That's not selling yourself to Olivia particularly well.
Shirt swinger likes it.
So that'll do. OK. Let's talk about... I tell you what I was listening to earlier today. I was listening because I had it cranked up loud because it sounds so good. It was Physical, which you mentioned earlier. That one's huge. But at the time, I remember you saying that you weren't really aware of the overt sexuality of the song.
Well, you know, not really to the extent that obviously they've taken it now where it was like voted the sexiest song, which I think is hilarious because look at the songs that are out now. It's so tame. But at the time, it was considered a little raunchy, and by the time it just had come out, and I had a panic attack, and I called my manager and I said, Roger, I think maybe this is a little too over the top and maybe we shouldn't put it out. And he said, too late, love, it's gone to radio. And I said, well, then maybe we should do a video and let's make it about exercise. And of course that took it to a whole other level, and Brian Grant, who's hilarious, made a very funny video, and it made it even bigger.
So you thought at the time the video would make it seem less?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you've seen the video recently, but I admire your optimism. That's what you thought might be achieved. Well, you see, that diffused the whole thing. Yeah. That calmed the whole thing right down, didn't it? Two guys going off in tight pants holding hands. That's all about exercise.
I didn't edit it.
I love the fact... I didn't realise...
It was funny, though.
Do we ever picture that guy in the middle? I think that was everyone's favourite. It's like Keith Lerman's dad. That's why he feels the bond. Been passed down, father to son, the love for Olivia. OK, it's been lovely having you here. I'm a real fan, and you know what? The number of times I've watched Grease over these, and I'm sure many of you the same, watched it with my wife when we first got, and then watched it with my kids as they were growing up, and, you know, everyone loves it. It's just a film that transcends the time it was made. It's a genuine, it's a classic, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really grateful that I was able to be a part of that, and it's still loved.
What a wonderful thing to be part of, and it wouldn't be as good without you in it. It really wouldn't. Because Travolta was fine, but we could have done it without him. You know, I'm joking.
Yeah,
it was
right,
the pairing of the two. He was incredible.
Thank you.
Will you join me in saying thank you to Olivia Newton-John?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.